Well, it's that time of year where I risk my daily driver on off road trails because I want to use 4x4 and look cool. Better yet, my daily driver is not a Tacoma TRD or a lifted Wrangler. It's simply a second gen Nissan Frontier. In all seriousness, the second gen Nissan Frontier isn't really a fully equipped off road truck, but it's surprisingly capable. Today, I'm going to be rolling my SV 4x4 on some of the OHV trails of Uwharrie National Forest. My goal is simple: do not break anything or get stuck. Alright, so for the convoy that's coming with me at Uwharrie, I'm going with this nice Jeep build and this 2025 Chevy Colorado ZR2. The Chevy Colorado is stock, but it is the off-road trim, one step below the Colorado Bison, which is their biggest and best off-road trim. But it's still technically stock. I brought some specs up so you can see what a generic midsize truck looks like compared to a brand new off-road trim, quote unquote generic midsize truck. You can see that pretty much everything the Colorado has is going to help it on the trails versus my second gen Frontier. The power, the lockers, and the full lift and suspension. But I would not doubt the Frontier. I think it's going to handle the trails just fine. So the plan for UR is pretty simple. We're going to hit the easy trails, at least easy for the other vehicles. We're going to start out at Wolf Den. I'm going to pray I don't get stuck, and then we're going to make it to the Lakeview Trail, the newest trail from the system here, and probably the easiest. And finally, I'm going to give up my truck at the parking lot, and we're going to finish off at the Falls Dam Trail. All right, with no more hesitation, let's get to the trail.
A few moments later.
So I could already tell that my biggest challenge the Frontier was going to have was these erosion control humps that Wolf Den Trail had. Don't worry, no diffs were lost in the making of this video. The biggest treat was going to see how the Nissan Frontier handled the Wolf Den rock garden. Take a look as the Colorado breezes past the rock garden and see how my Nissan Frontier compares. I survived Wolf Den Trail somehow. All the bumps and the scrapes that you heard were from the erosion control bumps hitting my frame. No differential damage, no transfer case damage. Now we're on Lakeview Trail, which was much easier, at least in my opinion, compared to Wolf Den Trail. Eventually the boys made it for a stop to look at some rock offshoots that we definitely weren't going to traverse. I took a second to look at my truck, which was panting for a little bit of relief, before I took it right back on the trail and gave it a little bit more hell. After about a handful of miles of off-roading, my second-gen Frontier could finally take a sigh of relief. Overall, I think it handled the trails pretty well considering it's a stock mid-sized truck. Only a handful of bumps, but no real damage to the truck. I think I'd give it an 8 out of 10, given its capabilities. You could see my buddy was lining us up for a photo so it looked cool, but you know, this is a second-gen Frontier after all. Well, it's time for us to hit the third and final trail. We finished up on the Falls Dam Trail, which I abandoned my second-gen Frontier for, so you'll see why, but this trail was full of some interesting surprises.
Yeah, that was yeah. You're good through here. What? I'll jump through. No, you go all the way down there. I'll meet you. You can go to the right, or your left, I mean. Keep going. All right, you're good. Come straight. Go a little bit, and straight.
It was now time for us to watch others put their vehicles up on the line for our entertainment. Now it's time to watch the Colorado do something a little bit more modest.
You want to get your tire on that for sure. And there's a pit that you're going to sink into right here. And it'll pop right back up. Just take it slow.
You could.
I don't know with that tree there, maybe. I can't see the right side of the vehicle.
Yeah.
The back goes in it.
Yeah, watch out for that tree there. Yeah, you gotta come to your left a lot more. Keep going. Back tire's gonna slip in there though.
Sink in now.
There you go.
Nice. And you're out.
Especially everybody in case we don't get stuck. No, obviously we're both decently smart people, but having someone like them experienced,
Yeah.
both in cars and off-roading.
Well, that about does it for today. The Frontier held up well, but you could tell the couple extra inches of lift the Colorado had made it perfect for Uwharrie. Overall though, I really enjoyed these trails despite some of the scares I had. Maybe it's time to lift my Frontier and come back soon.